Good morning. Thanks for the heart me. Good morning, guys. How is everybody? I'm here. Literally just ran in my office. Thanks for the heart me, guys. Welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think we're live everywhere. I don't remember who's who now, though. It's all right. It doesn't matter. We're all here. That's all that matters. Okay, let me share this to the group. Good morning. Thanks for the heart me, guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, the password to shop the drop is Christmas. Good morning, guys. Christmas is the secret password. Good morning. Okay, let me just go and pin this to the featured on the group. And then good morning. All right, here we are. Pin to featured. Hi, Lori. Hi, Tina. Hi, Abby. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi, Balto. I'm so happy you're here. Okay. We're pinned to a featured. So we're in the group. We're on the page. We're on the tube. We're on the IG. We're on the TikTok. We're a little bit of everywhere. Hi, Diane. So happy new product launch day. How is it Friday? How is it Friday already? This week literally flew by, but we're here. Let me just go to the page and pull it up. So if I miss any comments, hopefully I can see them on my desktop. Happy birthday, Danny. Thanks for the heart me, guys. Okay, we're pulled up on the computer too. We're good. All right, guys, the drop is live on It's Pretty Personal, but you need the password. The password is Christmas. I had another password, but I was worried it would get me in trouble. So the password is Christmas because we are celebrating Christmas over here. And why not start off the live with a tree cake? Oh, thanks, Lorraine. Well, happy early birthday. I had a great birthday, guys. You guys really spoiled me here. It was crazy. Oh, Diane, did you do the bed exercises I told you, Diane? JT, I can't. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Okay. New product drop. You guys, look at this pattern. Look at how fun. Do you want to see what my favorite one is, though? It's a tie between the both of these for new product launch. It is a serious tie between both of these patterns for new product launch. So, on It's Pretty Personal, we have 3 discount bundles. We have the vinyl discount bundle, the UV discount bundle, and the glitter discount bundle. If you guys have been hanging out with us for a while, you guys know that the glitter discount bundle typically sells out first. So if you have your eyes on that, and it includes 2 Cherish colors this week, guys. So in the glitter discount bundle, that includes 2 Cherish colors, which are limited edition. Once Cherish colors sell out, they do not restock. So you can head on over to It's Pretty Personal and use the password Christmas if you want to grab everything before It's Pretty Personal opens to the public at noon. All right. Could it be added to a regular order? So TJ, if you placed an order, the girls have already pulled, processed, and packed all orders already this morning, and they are ready for launch orders. So if you go to It's Pretty Personal, use the password Christmas. Is the glitter already sold out? There's no way. Hold on, guys. There's absolutely no way the glitter is already sold out. The glitter bundle's in stock. Grinch Miss is in stock. Peach Lux is in stock. Blushing Bob is in stock. And Margot is in stock. So no, the glitter has not sold out yet. Refresh your page because everything is in stock. So if you go to It's Pretty Personal, you could enter with the password Christmas. The Black Friday box doesn't launch until Black Friday. So that Black Friday box, if you look at the details on that listing, that doesn't launch until Black Friday. So you still have 2 more weeks for that. You guys are getting ahead of you, freaking me out. I was like, there's no way we sold out of today's product already. The Black Friday box launches on Black Friday. We like to keep it traditional over here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Okay, so go to It's Pretty Personal, and you can enter early with the password Christmas. Thanks for the heart, me, Ellie's arc. All right, so let's start with the vinyl bundle, then we'll do UVs, then we'll do glitter, and then we'll do some crafting because I wanted to get some glitter on this baby. All right, I'm trying to think. I should have painted the bottom of that. We'll deal with that later. All right, so vinyl. The Black Friday boxes don't launch until Black Friday, so you guys are a little early. Update your wish list and you'll get an email when they stock. All right. So vinyl number 1 is this super cute like doodle Christmas light. This is B672. So this is in the vinyl discount bundle or individual. Thank you guys for your orders. So it is in the discount bundle or individual. Is it Balto's birthday? Happy birthday, Balto. All right, then we have B673. I absolutely love. Hold on, how do I block people on here? Hold, please. I don't have time for the nonsense. I can put them in timeout. I put you in timeout. I don't even know what that means. All right, so B673, which is like a doodle retro Christmas. Obsessed. I absolutely love this pattern. It is in the discount bundle or individual. All right. I didn't know on the tube you could put people in timeout. It's all new to me, guys. All right, so B673. Discount bundle or individual. All right. We have B674. I told you guys this, between this and 673 was literally, I don't know which one is my favorite. So this is B674. Look how cute the little disco balls are. Isn't this fun? So this is in the discount bundle or available individual. So that is available as well on It's Pretty Personal. The stamps and frames. Isn't it so cute, Erica? All right, then we have B675, where I just threw in a super cute bow pattern. All right, super cute bow, and to give you an idea of like the whole color scheme, they just went so good with all of the glitter colors today, so I had to throw them in. So this is B675 in the discount bundle or available individual. Then we have our V-split helper. So this is B676. It is 1 sheet of vinyl, 4 separate patterns. You can mix and match them together. You can mix and match them together, or you can throw them together on 4 separate cups. But this really shows how well all of the patterns match so good today. So this is in the discount bundle or individual. This is B676 V-split helper. Thank you guys for your orders. I know I love the Christmas lights too. All right, then we have the versatile vinyl helper. 1 sheet of vinyl, 7 different patterns in different shapes and sizes for you to mix and match together. This is B677. This is in the discount bundle or available individual. I know, this would be a fun Christmas color scheme for a tree. I love how it just all ties together. Okay, B678 is our grid sheet helper 4-drop. This is in the discount bundle, or you can grab it individual. All right, so B678. This is going to be your go-to for your acrylic projects, your ornaments, your badge reels, your bag tags, your keychains, all of your smaller acrylic project needs. This is going to be your go-to. So I'm actually going to show you, we're going to go ahead and use this on some ornaments today. Hold on, I want to mirror this so you guys can read it. I'm going to go ahead and use this on some ornaments today. All right. Then last minute, I added in a ombre sheet helper. This is not in the discount bundle, but you are able to grab it individual. And the reason why I added this in is because I wanted to show you guys how to ombre the 2 colors that are dropping today. So this is B679 to match the 2 glitter colors that are dropping today. It is not in the discount bundle, but you can add it to your cart before checking out. All right, so this is B679. Like I said, it was a last minute thought, so that's why it wasn't in the bundle. Okay, now we're gonna move on to UV DTFs. All right, I know JT loves her ombre helpers for winter. That's so you don't have to spray paint, guys. Look, we added it to this cup here as our color base. I'm gonna see if we can paint the bottom. We'll do that together to match, and then we'll go from there. But let's do our UVs, and then we'll do glitter, and then we'll work on that project. All right, UV DTFs. So we have the discount bundle, which the discount bundle includes 6 of the 3.5-inch UV DTFs. If you want individually, you can grab this 7x7. This is UV number 120. And again, it has the Christmas lights in the color scheme to match the drop. All right, so this is individual. So this is a 7x7 sheet that you can cut up and put together. And it is number 120. But then I'll show you everything in the UV. I need shades of blue, winter night helper. Ooh, I can do that, GT. I can work on that. The password is Christmas. The password is Christmas. All right. UV DTF discount bundle. You guys ready? Number 1 is number 658. It's Merry Christmas with the Christmas lights. And again, it has the color scheme to match the drop. So this is UV number 1. UV number 2 is number 659. 659 with that Grinchy guy and Cindy Lou and Max. This is in the discount bundle or individual. So this is 659, and just to show you guys, I added that to this big 5-inch ornament. So this is UV DTF 659. Look how cute it goes with the glitter. So it's 659. I think this one may be my favorite. So this is 660. I just absolutely love like the brushed stroke artwork. Literally one of my favorites, but can we talk about the diva with the sunglasses? So this is in the discount bundle or individual. All right, so this is number 660. Number 661 is the green guy with the snowman. And you guys, this goes so good with the mint and the pink theme that we've been talking about. So once you place an order, unfortunately, I'm unable to add to it once it's processed. So, and it will say that in your confirmation email as well. As I am live, the girls are packing and shipping orders as I am live. So you're welcome to send me an email, but once the order has been processed and your shipping label has been processed for that weight, I can't add additional product into the box once we purchase the shipping label for the weight of your order. All right, but you're welcome to go ahead and shoot me over an email. I'm not going to be able to get to that though until after I'm live, all right? All right, so this was 661. Then we have number 662 Look at the lollipop and the snowman and the sunglasses. $6.62. We love him. This is in the discount bundle. We need green guy and Jack. Jack Frost? I haven't seen anything with him. Now I gotta look. All right. Will the pet bone lay over stock? Yes, it was in stock when I went live. You guys must have sold me out since I've been live, but we'll work on getting more cut. We cut those in-house, so as they're cut, we add them to It's Pretty Personal. All right, number 663. Look at the reindeer. Look at the reindeer with the bubble gum and the mint bow. Literally obsessed. So that is the 6 UV DTFs in the UV DTF discount bundle. All right, all 6 of these. So these are discounted, plus you are able to add your favorite affiliate's discount code on top of the discount. So you can discount the discount. So don't forget that if you see one of your favorite affiliates in the comments, feel free to use their discount code. The 5-inch ornament I got from the Zon. So feel free to use one of your favorite affiliates codes if you see them in the comments, because then you could put a discount on top of the discount bundle. All right, so now let's talk about glitter. Let's talk about glitter. All right, so discount bundle comes with 4 glitter colors, or you can grab them individually as well. If you want to shop early, if you go to It's Pretty Personal, the password to enter is Christmas. So if you go to It's Pretty Personal, it's going to say that it's locked. It's going to say to enter with a password. You're going to type in Christmas, and that's going to allow you to shop before It's Pretty Personal is open for everybody to shop. All right? So let's go ahead and get into the glitter. 2 are Cherish colors. 2 are in-stock illumination colors. So let's start with the in-stock. So we did Margot Mint, which is one of our top sellers, illumination colors. We brought Margot Mint back. This was from the August box in the XL cut. We brought that back for good. And we brought Blushing Bob, which was from the August maker box in the XL cut. We brought that back as well for good. So these are available individually or in the discount bundle. Thanks, JT. JT and her flash sale colors. All right, so let's start with Margot Mint. Let me show you guys. Look at how in the center you get that like the only way that I can describe this color is like cantaloupe. So you get like that cantaloupe color, but do you see as you get around towards the edge, you get like the greens and the blues and all of those color shifts. So this is Blushing Bob in the XL. And you can really see all of the different color shifts in this glitter color. All right, so this is Blushing Bob. This is one of the colors in the discount bundle, or you can grab it individually. Once the discount bundle sells out, it does not restock. So if you have your eye on all 4 of these colors, go ahead and grab that bundle. She's a good one. Like, look how pretty. It's a really good color. Whoop! Just spilled some. All right, so that is Blushing Bob XL. Next we have Margot Mint XL. Again, watch as we get around the center of this and how you see some of the color changing. All right, so this is Margot Mint. I know I've been saying it over and over and over, but mint and pink are the Christmas colors this year. This is a really, really good mint if you're doing the pink and mint Christmas theme. So this is Margot Mint XL. You know, I feel like we should put this in a traditional ornament. Do you guys want to do a traditional ornament with Duraclear and see how this shifts? We'll do that. We'll add that on our to-do list today. All right, so that's Margot Mint XL. Look how pretty. Okay. Now our first glitter color is the first Cherish glitter color. This is Peach Luxe. This is a Cherish, so this is a custom mix. It is limited edition, so typically when this sells out, it will not restock. But look how pretty this is. There's so many different cuts and colors and shifts in this custom mix. So this is Peach Luxe. Do you see that? Look at like that rainbow that pops out. So there is Peach Luxe. This is in the discount bundle or available individually until it sells out. Because it's a Cherish, like I said, it is limited edition. So typically once it sells out, it does not come back, all right? So there is Peach Luxe. All right, look how pretty that is. I love that. You can really see it up close on this camera. On FB, guys, it lets me like get really close up in the camera without blurring it. That's nice. All right, and then last but not least, this is gonna be the star of the show. I kind of want to put this in a snow globe. I want to do a lot today, guys. We need more hours in the day. So this is Grinch Miss, and this, again, is a Cherish color. It is a custom mix, and the inspiration of this mix was this decal. So literally the pinks, the sky blue, the Grinchy green, all was the inspiration. And when you look at this decal, there is like little gold details. So this decal was how this custom mix was born. So this is Grinch Miss. I think this is going to be the top seller today. It is a Cherish color. It is like the perfect mix of a Grinchy green, a Cindy Lou pink, and you get the pops of the gold and the sky blue shift, which literally ties everything together from that decal. So this is Grinch Miss. It is a limited edition. It is a Cherish color, and I think this is probably going to be the top seller for today. So she's perfect. And she literally goes amazing with the decal. It's like the perfect Grinch and Cindy Lou mix. I know this color's really good. And the like baby blue shift is wild. All right. It's pretty. It's a good one. So that's Grinch Miss. So that was the glitter. We showed all the glitter that's launching. We showed all the UVs, all the vinyls. Any questions about launch? Any questions about launch before we move on to crafting? So we have 3 discount bundles on the website. One is all vinyl, one is all UVs, one is all glitter. So if you do snow globes, you can grab the glitter and the UVs. If you do traditional tumblers, you can grab all 3. You can grab the vinyl, the glitter, and the UVs. You can literally mix and match so you can kind of build your own bundle, and they're all discounted. It's your birthday launch. Let me see. So if you grab all 3, I'm just curious because I actually didn't do this before. Let's see. So the vinyl discount bundle is $4 off. The UV bundle is $3 off. The glitter is $4 off. So it's $11 off if you grab them. Plus you can use affiliate code on top of that. So you get the $11 discount plus you can stack an affiliate code. So the vinyl, I'll run through super fast. This is not in the discount bundle, but it is available individual. We have an Ombre sheet helper. We have the grid sheet helper, the versatile sheet, the V-split helper, the bow pattern, which this is amazing year round. And then this is probably one of my favorites. I don't know. I just love like the little disco ball. And then the little doodle Christmas tree, oh, my camera's reversed. My little doodle Christmas tree here matches these doodle Christmas trees. So I just love how these two go together. And then we have the Christmas lights. And I did this on clear so we can use them for a bunch of ornaments. So we'll go ahead and we'll use that today. Okay, so that is the vinyl. Everything, if you go to It's Pretty Personal, you'll be able to see everything as well. Right there on the listings. If you go to It's Pretty Personal, you can enter the password Christmas. Once you enter the password Christmas, you go ahead and you can click right on the top banner that says new product launch, and that will get you in. So I want to start by prepping this. I didn't think this through. This is very last minute. So I have a 30 ounce that I wrapped with my Ombre sheet helper. And I want to paint the bottom to match this mint. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this without using spray paint. All right? I'm going to show you my little tricks. I'm going to show you my tricks. So what we're going to do is start by taping it off. Trying to see where my brush is. I haven't used this paint in so long, guys. Oh, my brushes are down here. I need to clean underneath my desk again. It's so crazy how this gets so wild. So you guys, I'm trying to keep up with comments, but there's over 200 of you and me. So I'm live on TikTok, I'm live on our FB group, I'm live on our FB page, I'm live in IG, and I'm live on the tube. So I'm everywhere. So literally every single platform that we are involved with, we are live. So if you see somebody ask a question and if I miss it, it's because there's a lot more comments than I could read. Feel free to answer as long as you know the right answer. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and tape off this bottom part that I want to paint. So this green tape is the frog paint tape, which I really like using. So I'm just kind of going around the bottom. Of course, it wasn't long enough. It's all right. Oh, apron. Yes, I'll put that on. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm taping along the bottom, and I kind of like dog ear my tape so it's easier to pull. And I'm just gonna go ahead and push and make sure that we are completely pushed down so I don't have any paint bleeding underneath my tape. Let's put my overalls on. Huh? Doesn't that look like overalls?
Like a kid from a farm.
All right, apron. Are you live on? I am live on channel 69. How did you know, Balto? All right, so what I want to do, we're going to do a little experiment, and I want to mix. These are just acrylic paints. I think I got them at Michael's. I just want to mix a couple of colors to get close to this mint color. And this is avoiding me having to go outside and spray paint, or avoiding me having to buy spray paint in every single color. The medical overlays were in stock when I went live. They must have sold out since I've been live, but add them to your wish list. And as soon as we get more cut, we'll add them to the website. If it's added on your wish list, you'll get an email and you'll get notified when they're back in stock. We do cut them in-house though, so it's like it's not a long wait. All right, so I have my chalk white paint. And the reason why I like the chalk white paint is because it dries faster and you don't have to wait as long. So I want to kind of use my acrylic palette, good morning guys, to mix a little bit of like a minty green. So I have my white. I'm going to put a little bit of like this teal in there. All right, let's mix that and see what that gives us. Oh my God, look how pretty that color is. So it gave us more of like a Tiffany mint, I would say. But I think we can fix this by just adding a little bit of yellow to it or green and get it a tad bit more green, all right? So that's our chalk white paint with a little bit of like that teal that was in here. What do they call this? All right, so I have like a lime. I think I'm gonna go in with this neon yellow to get a little bit of more of the shade that I'm looking for. So I'm literally doing a little tiny drop. And let's see if that gives us the shade that we're looking for. Oh, it definitely helped. We're getting there, but we need a little bit more green. So let's go in with the neon green. Oh, thank you, Daniela. Daniela said that they're working on cutting more medical right now. Good morning, guys. Okay, so let's see if this green did it. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm super happy with that. So we are looking for a base for Margot Mint, and look how perfect that is. So this is basically my white chalk paint. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. My white chalk paint, a teal, a neon yellow, and a green. And I literally got the shade that I want. Now this is all, I like this for two reasons. One, I don't have to go outside and spray paint. Two, I don't need, oh, JT, I need Corinne to bring it in here. Two, I don't need to buy spray paints in every single color. I literally can buy this acrylic set at Michael's, use my chalk paint as my base, kind of use this as my color pigments, and mix any color that I need. So I love this because I don't have to buy as much, and I can literally customize whatever color I want. So I think, I'm pretty sure these are from Michael's. Yeah. Do you guys want to see this cup that JT made Corinne? Do you guys want to see this cup that JT made Corinne? Does it have stuff in it?
Yes.
So I don't make a mess?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, let me put you guys up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me paint this so it's drying as we're gossiping. Okay? Hold on. I'm gonna paint the bottom of this so it can dry. Let me paint it. All right, I'm just gonna take my paint color and put a coat on the bottom. And this is just to paint the butt of my cup. Just making sure I don't have any crazy blobs so we get a pretty fast dry. And there we have it. Look, what a waste. I needed a lot less paint, but it's all right. All right, I'm gonna peel this while it's wet, just so if it dries, I don't peel up any dry paint. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry. Yes, that cup was sanded and wiped down with alcohol. All right, are you guys ready for this cup that JT made Corinne? This is why, like, I just can't. I know that you guys, I always brag about JT and her cups. The amount of time and work that she puts into these blows my freaking mind. Are you guys ready? So she did like a base glitter. Then she did like a peekaboo with UVs and vinyls. Then she did like tack it with drop it like it, oh, not drop, with a red velvet. Look at this cup that JT made Corinne. And when I tell you flawless, literally flawless. Okay, so she used pina colada, which is a glow in the dark. So it glows in the dark too. Look at the details. Look at that. Look at like the offset of the peekaboo words. You guys, she's literally insane. So when she's like, thinks that she doesn't make crazy cups and she's not that good, do you see what I'm seeing? Like, look at the glare on the epoxy. It's literally perfect. Not one bump around the bottom. Look, she even put a little, I can't tip it too much. Corinne's got soda in here. She even put a little heart on the bottom. It's insane. But look at that. Is that crazy? I have to show that off. She's so good, guys. Go follow her on TikTok because she makes really good videos too. But she's amazing. This is a JT cup. This is a JT signature. She's good. She is good. You did amazing on that. Okay. So I'm going to let this dry and let's move on to another craft and give this a little bit of time. And then we're going to work on ombreing this cup. Okay. Mark, I know it's you. You guys, that's not really Yeti. I'm not that big of a deal. That's Mark. He likes to play with my emotions. He likes to play with my emotions. Okay, let's do a traditional ornament with DuraClear. We have to open up the website in a couple minutes. Traditional ornament with DuraClear because I want to show off that Margot mint. Let me get my DuraClear. Okay. So, these are from last year, but you can find them at the Lobby Hobby. You pick up what I'm putting down? You can find them at the Lobby Hobby. All right. And we are going to use the DuraClear gloss varnish. Hold on, I'm gonna pin what I'm using. So this is the DuraClear gloss varnish. I have it pinned down there if you want to take a screenshot of the bottle. All right. So you say don't pick it up, it's dirty. I can't, guys. I'm a mess. Can I tell you something? I have to tell you a secret. So I chipped a nail and I was being very bougie about it. And I literally told Mary that I had an emergency because my nail was chipped. So Mary came in this morning and did my nails. And I literally was like nails drying until like 11:13. And I'm supposed to go live at 11:15. So that is why I'm a little, because usually I'm like more prepared. But my nails had to be done. Like it was an emergency situation. So that is why I'm all over the place. Hi guys, happy Friday. All right, I'm gonna unlock. It's pretty personal now because we're getting close to 12. Let's go ahead and unlock it. All right, it's pretty personal is open. Open and good to go. All right. So let's go ahead and do a traditional ornament with Margot Mint because I want to show you the shifts and how pretty that is. So I use the DuraClear, but I always use the gloss. They also have a matte, but I like to use the gloss because it keeps your glitter more sparkly. Ah, Balto, I can't. It's Balto's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Michael says happy birthday, Balto. We're home. We're home from school today. Well, not home. We're at work with school today. So this is the DuraClear inside a traditional ornament. So you see how it looks all white and foggy? We are going to allow this to drip until this clears up a little bit. I never really time it. I would, if I had to guess, I'd say like it's like maybe 5 minutes. So it's not too long. But everything that came out of there so far, I just put right back into my bottle, so there's no waste. This bottle of DuraClear is from last year. She's been going strong. Yeah, guys, it's Balto's birthday. Happy birthday, Balto. Okay, so we have that dripping. We have that drying. Let's do an ornament. Should we do a grid sheet help ornament from the grid sheet helper, or do we want to do a Christmas light one? Do we want the grid sheet helper, or do we want the 12 by 12? Because both are clear, so we can use both of them.
I would like grid sheet.
All right, relax and lay down. Grid sheets. Grid sheet, grid sheet. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of votes for grid sheet. So that's what we'll do. We will take our 4x4, just blank flat ornament. We sell them in 9 packs on It's Pretty Personal because if you buy a grid sheet, it has 9. So if you buy a grid sheet, if you grab a 9-pack, you'll have enough ornaments to do all of your ornaments on your grid sheet. Alrighty. Let's get our scissors, our Pokey Pal, our blade, our stand. Let's just get everything out that we need. We're gonna make a grid sheet helper cup with this sheet. Alrighty. So you're gonna go ahead and take your ornament. Here, let me put you down a little bit. Use your Pokey Pal, and the side that you are working on, you're gonna go ahead and remove that protective film that protects the acrylic from scratching. I'm gonna lay it down. Do you guys wanna do this one? This Mary one? I think this would be cute. I think that would be fun. All right, so I'm gonna cut out the square for my grid sheet helper that I wanna use. Trim around. And this is, whoop, this is what we have. So if you're using a grid sheet helper and if there's writing or words on the grid sheet helper, it does, when you read it head on, it is mirrored. So they do look backwards. I know if you're watching me on this device, or this device, wherever my camera is, it looks like it's reading right, but that's just because my camera is mirrored. So you do want your writing to be mirrored when you are using a grid sheet helper, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and peel my pattern off of the back and lay it down exactly where we want it. So it's a perfect fit. Use my squeegee and squeegee my bubbles to the edge. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my X-Acto and trim around the edge of the ornament. All right, so this is what we have. No, so if you order a grid sheet, you want to mirror your images as you upload them. Exactly how you see your images is how they will print. I also have all of that in the product description as well. I try to make my product descriptions as detailed as possible. So if you guys have little questions like that, I literally try to answer all of that in the description. But if you have writing, you do want to mirror it on your grid sheet helper if you're using it for ornaments. All right. Let me make some space for my UV light. So this is what we have. We're going to go ahead and place that down on our kettlebell stand, and we're gonna put together our UV lights. I love this little light folds up. They don't have it on TikTok Shop yet. It's from CC DIY. It's their new light. I really like it. I really like it. Let me plug this in here. All right. So then we're gonna take our medicine cup. Lay down. I know, lay down though. I don't need you to knock anything over. Thank you. All right. UV resin. I also have the UV resin in the orange shopping cart down at the bottom. For my 4-inch ornaments, I use between 5 and 7.5 mLs of UV resin. Just a personal preference. You can definitely play with 5, play with 7, and see what you like best. My biggest pet peeve is being halfway done. Good morning, Ollie. Is being halfway done and needing more resin. So I hate that. So I usually do around 7. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Rainbow Platinum with Pearly Gates White. Did you send the measurements for the UV stand for the big lights to Rula? She reached out to me and I sent the information over to her. She said she's gonna make it adjustable, which is really cool. Is there a video on how to mirror the pictures? So Julie, all you do is you click on the picture when you add it to your grid sheet helper, and there's a button that says flip. So all you do is select your image and hit flip, and that's gonna mirror it for you. All right, so here is our mixture of Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum. It's like the perfect, and I like a thicker honey consistency. You don't want it too runny because you don't want it to run off the edge, but you don't want it too thick either. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my UV resin and glitter mixture and put it on the same side that I have my grid sheet helper vinyl. So you want to put it on the same side. I think that is honestly probably the most asked question when people are doing ornaments. So yes, I have put the UV resin and glitter mixture down on the same side that I have my vinyl. And I'm just using my spoon and bringing it to the edge. Making sure not to go over. Now, if you go over after it cures, you can use your X-Acto and clean that up, but it's easier just not to go over so you don't even have to worry about it. All right. That's what we have. And then I'm gonna take the back part of my spoon, go up around the top. And just be careful around the hole. You don't want it to drip. So dirty. It's afternoon, right? Yeah. It's after 12 o'clock. All right, so that's what we have. I'm gonna grab my torch. Ollie, so they were in stock when I went live. You guys have sold us out. The girls and Louie are cutting more as we speak. So as soon as they get them cut, we will make sure that we add more to the site as they're ready. All right, hit that with some heat to pop any bubbles. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my cowbell stand and my ornament and fit it right on the inside of my light. We are multitasking today, guys. I have a lot of crafts I want to get done. So as that is literally curing, we're going to finish the traditional ornament. So are you guys all right if I bounce back and forth? All right, so here is our DuraClear ornament. You can see how it's not dripping anymore and how it's definitely more clear and not as milky. All of the extra that dripped out, I am going to put back in my bottle so we don't waste it. All right, so that's what we have. We wanted to put Margot Mint XL in this. All right, so I'm gonna take my cowbell stand. You're making a gang sheet? Good. Anything good? I'm gonna flip that over. We're gonna take our ornament. We're gonna put our Cowbell XL stand. I also have this linked in that shopping cart down there. And pour it into my funnel. Whatever glitter I do not use or does not stick in this, I'm literally just going to put right back in my shaker. So don't freak out, all right? I'm gonna use my Pokey Pow and help that glitter get through the hole. You're supposed to be cleaning. Put me on in your ear. Loves her labels. Oh, good, Ilka. I was wondering what those were for. Spot on it. I know you meant spit, but we're trying to be ladies. All right, so we have our glitter in there. We're just gonna go ahead and twirl around, coat the inside of the ornament, and whatever falls out, I recycle. Oh, that's awesome. I love that for her. You guys, look at how pretty Margot Mint is. Look at that. So this is Margot Mint XL. This is one of the illuminations that just dropped today. So this is Margot Mint XL, and look at like the pink, the cantaloupe, the like nice like pale orange even. You guys see all that? Isn't that pretty? We have a pink Christmas tree in the lobby. This is gonna look so good on it. There is no need for the password anymore. It's Pretty Personal is unlocked. So there is no need for the password anymore. All right. So everything that came out, I just put right back in. What did I use on the inside? I used the DuraClear gloss varnish, and I like to use only the gloss. Actually, I haven't tried the matte, but the matte sounds like it would dull the sparkle. So make sure that you get the gloss. They have this at the Lobby Hobby, on the Zon. They have it on TikTok Shop. I actually have it pinned in the little orange shopping cart if you're watching on TikTok. But this is the Deco Art DuraClear Gloss. Isn't that pretty? All right. Let's do a bow for the top of our ornament. So these are the 4-pack bow toppers that we have on It's Pretty Personal. I'm gonna go ahead and do one in one of the Cherish colors that dropped today. And then we can go ahead and add it to the ornament that we have curing with the grid sheet helper. So these little bow toppers come in 4 packs, and they are literally perfect to add on top of the ornaments. I feel like I was joking around. I was talking to a customer yesterday in the lobby, and she was like, I love your bows. And I was like, the bows take an ornament from basic to bougie. So we'll see how the ornament looks without it, and then you'll see that we'll add the bow, and it just has a totally different vibe. So I allow the DuraClear to drip until it's more clear. So I wait until it's from like a milky to like more of a clear haze. I would say if I had to guess, it's about 5 minutes I allow it to drip out. All right, so I sanded, I wiped it down with alcohol. I'm going to take my medicine cup, my UV resin, and I'm gonna use the Cherish color from today, the Peach Luxe. I'm gonna use this one for our bow. I could whisper dirty things in your ear while you're cleaning, Balto. There's only satin, no more gloss. Is there a difference? I believe the satin is gonna kind of dull the sparkle of the glitter. So definitely check Zon or Hobby Lobby. I would definitely suggest the gloss. All right, so this is Peach Luxe, which is one of the Cherish colors from today. I think this is gonna look really pretty on that bow. No, these decals are perfect for a 16-ounce glass. I have, so here's a cup that we did last week. Forgot what day, but this is actually a 20-ounce. And this is a 3.5-inch decal on a 20-ounce snow globe. So if you want to get a visual of how the decals would look, they are not too small at all for a 16-ounce. So this is actually a 20-ounce with a 3.5-inch decal. And look at how pretty the pink snowflakes in Pink Platinum XL is. All right, so let's go ahead and put our Peach Luxe and our UV resin on the back of the bow. Bubby, I'm not gonna say it again. Please. All right. This mix is so pretty. So be careful on the top part of this bow. Just take your time. It is a thinner acrylic on the top, so you do want to try to avoid it dripping in the holes. So I'm just gonna take my time and kind of guide the UV resin and glitter along the acrylic. And this is also why you don't want it too thin. If it's too thin, it's gonna like automatically run into the little hole area. So I'm just slowly working it around to get coverage. If you find that you went off the edge a little bit, you can always use your Pokey Pal and trying to go around the edge. There we go. And I'll go ahead and cure that. Tree cakes for my bread. Boo, don't tempt me. I have this one on my desk. I'm like, it looks so good. I want it. All right, do we want to see how this one came out? So when you're taking your ornament off of your kettlebell stand, hold on, do you guys want me to pin that for you guys, this stand? Pin. Oh, it says on here an extra 10% off on the stand right now. Okay, so here is the kettlebell stand. I have it pinned down there at the bottom. When you're taking it off, just make sure that you break the seal of that suction cup. So I just use my Pokey Pal. All right, and then here is what we have. But wait, it still has that matte protective film on it. So watch the reveal, the dramatic reveal when we peel this off. You guys ready? Look how that comes to life. Isn't that so pretty? So the white glitter mixture that we did was Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum. And we did it with the grid sheet helper that dropped today. So we have the grid sheet helper that dropped today. It was B678. And then Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum. And now we're gonna do the bow in Peach Luxe, and we're gonna attach the bow. I know, Balto. I think we did that last year or the year before. We sold like an ornament mix where we mixed both of those together to save you guys the trouble. We did do that. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before though. So the overlay did sell out. The overlays have sold out since I've been live, but we are working on cutting more. So we do cut them in-house, so make sure you add them to your wish list, and as they are ready, we'll get an email stating that they're restocked. So yes, we sold out, but we're working on more. Ooh, the Grinch Miss Glitter is good. Look how pretty it is. Do you guys want me to put the Grinch Miss Glitter in one of these ornaments? Do you guys want to see that? We can do that too. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and peel off our front protective paper. I got my nails so much shorter today, guys. I'm still trying to get used to it over here. All right, I'm just gonna use my X-Acto blade because I do have where it came to the front a little bit, but nothing we can't fix. There we go. Also can use my Pokey Pal. Chip that out. Perfect. So here is the bow in Peach Luxe. All right, the bow in Peach Luxe. And we're gonna scuff up where we want to attach that. Do you guys want me to give you a heads up of where the Cherish glitter is? Because I know that those typically sell out first. So let me tell you where they're at to see if you want to grab them before they're gone. Hold on, I'm just gonna prep this acrylic surface here to attach my bow with my little sanding sticks. So the glitter discount bundle, I only have 16 left. Grinch Miss were good, Peach Luxe were good, but the glitter discount bundles are what I would consider running low. So if you have your eye on the glitter discount bundle, grab them sooner rather than later. All right. Now when I put my Peach Luxe bow down, I am going to attach the glitter side down because I do love the finished look of the back of the acrylic. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of UV resin and attach it on the ornament. We'll start carrying that here, then I can move it over to the shelf. And this is all dry. All right, so we are gonna work on this next. You have to announce the floppy top, Balto. It's your job. Alrighty, let me get my epoxy ready for this one. I can't. Okay, so this is our ombre sheet helper from today. It is, what number is it? B679. This was made for you to be able to ombre Margot Mint and Blushing Bob together and it be your base color coat. All right. So I am going to apply my glitter to this cup epoxy method. Oh man, I haven't used this epoxy in so long. It's not looking so hot. Maybe I'll use a different one. I need to clean my epoxy holders. It's been so long since I've done an epoxy cup. All I need is a tiny bit of epoxy to adhere my glitter to the cup. So let's see if I can squeeze it out of here. I don't think there's anything in here. That could be the problem. Yes, Balto, please, 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 please. All right, let me mix my epoxy. Thanks, baby. Let me mix my epoxy. Literally just the smallest amount, because I just need it to adhere my glitter to my cups. All right. Are there other videos to watch? This is the first time. Yeah, we have tons of videos. So I've been recording on 4 devices lately. So like right now I'm live on the tube, on IG, on our FB group, our FB page, and on TikTok. Because all of my videos that I had on FB have been deleted because they're only holding videos for 30 days now. So I started just recently recording on the tube as well. So you are able to go back and watch the videos for longer. So I don't have much on the tube, but I am working on building all of the lives on there. I do go live every Wednesday, every Friday, and the first of every month. So you can definitely catch the last 30 days if you're watching on FB. You can check out the group or the page, and I have all of the 2 lives a week for the past 30 days posted on those platforms. Here, let me untag that since I'm not using that right now. All right, so I'm just whipping this together just to get an adhesive for my glitter to stick to. Do you guys want to see the ornament? Look at how cute the bow added this. So here is the finished product of the Peach Luxe on the bow, the grid sheet helper from today on the 4-inch ornament. Isn't that cute? I look how pretty Peach Luxe is under epoxy. Look at that cherished glitter on the bow. It's really pretty. So she's cute. Okay, let me get my gloves. Guys, I haven't done an epoxy cup in forever. What the problem is going to be is my stands. I don't see any of my wood stands in here. Huh?
I think there's some over here.
Do you see one? Can you? Oh, right there, baby. Thank you. You're so good. What would I do without you?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take the epoxy. And I just want a thin coat of epoxy for my glitter to stick to. I don't want a thick enough coat that it is going to make my glitter move. Does that make sense? So I put it there, and I will take my hand and rub this all over the cup to get the whole cup sticky. This is a bigger 30 ounce, and my stick is kind of little. See what I did there? So it does look a little wonky, but it will get the job done. My ring is getting caught on the inside. There we go. I knew you were gonna come back with something, Balto. So I'm just spreading this epoxy super thin. We just want this entire cup sticky, all right? Make sure you go all the way to that bottom edge. Did my ring poke through the glove? Oh, it did. Look at her. She didn't want to stay in there. She did poke through. That's funny. I didn't even notice. I didn't even feel the draft. All right. So I literally have a sticky coat all the way around this cup. She is wet. All right. How does this turn into such a... All right. Sorry, my ring decided to poke through. Let's make sure that there's no epoxy on her before my husband comes for me. Broken rubber, isn't that the worst? Let's make sure that there's no epoxy on her. It's all fun and games until you break through the glove, right?
It's all fun and games.
I know, guys, we can never have a normal life, but it's okay. Because I love it over here. All right, so what we are going to be using for this ombre is Blushing Bob XL, which is one of the colors that dropped today, and Margot Mint XL. So I'm going to start with Blushing Bob. Oh, yeah, he has no idea. No clue. No clue. And I'm going to start by just going around the top edge, because I want this entire top edge just to be Blushing Bob. And then we'll do a blend as we bring them closer together. All right. So I dumped Blushing Bob out, and now I'm going to use my fingers and start working towards the center of the cup, dropping a thicker coat of glitter more towards the bottom.
But then as it gets to the middle, it gets lighter and lighter.
Yeah, that's right. You're so smart. And you didn't even go to school today. How are you so smart?
I'm big brain.
Okay, so do you see how it's definitely heavier up towards the top? And then we're kind of lightly sprinkling it towards the center. This is exactly how we want it to look. And I like my blends to kind of go all the way through. My goal is for you not to tell where one starts and one stops. So I am going to take literally just a tiniest bit in my hand, and I'm going to go pretty far down. Do you see how I'm just like letting it rain on that bottom?
But you can't put it thick on top.
So I literally just trickled just a tiny bit on the bottom. So let's go ahead and clean this up, and then we're going to come in with the Margot Mint XL.
I think this will come out really good.
You think so?
Yeah. So they look exactly the same, but they're color.
Mm-hmm. Aren't they pretty? Let me just wipe my hands. We call it a sprinkle, not a rain. A sprinkle. A little sprinkle. Sorry, my hands are sticky from that stick. Okay. And we're going to take our Margot Mint. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a glove on this hand because that stick is a little sticky. The stick is sticky. Get it? I can't. All right. So now we have our bottom. So this is what we have so far. We have our blushing bob on the top and we trickled it down into the mint. Now we're gonna come with just the solid mint on the bottom. So we want this entire bottom to be covered in the solid mint and this edge. Everything that drops on my paper is going back in my shaker. Don't come for me. Michael said, don't be a bounty hunter. Don't be a glitter bounty hunter. All right, now I'm gonna take my hand and we're gonna do the same step, just the opposite. Lighten up as we come towards the middle.
The glitter's tinkling. Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Really like this Margot mint.
I know, baby. Don't touch anything up here, okay? Because I don't know what's sticky, what has what on it, and I don't need you. I don't need you touching anything.
And what thing a ring pops up out of?
All right.
Jamming out.
We are jamming out. All right. We're just making sure that we're all covered. We're blending up in that blushing bob. So what do we think of that blend? We have the Margot mint on the bottom, the blushing bob on the top, and it literally is like a seamless blend between the both colors.
I like it.
It's pretty, right?
Yes. It reminds me of beach. Like the bottom, the top is the sand and the bottom's like the water.
Just make sure that we got enough coverage, that there's no holes.
No one will want this.
All right, let me just clean up this mess and then we'll get a closer look together. Thanks, dude.
Does Walter know it's your birthday couple?
Yeah. We're almost birthday twins, me and Balto.
I'm surprised that Daddy and John have the same.
I know, I totally forgot about that.
It's like me and Cole were meant for each other. Oh, obviously me and Matt were like that.
All right, let's clean up this mess. You guys know how I am about a messy work area. I can't.
Yeah, really stressed.
Yeah, I get really stressed, my son says. Really stressed. All right, let me put on another glove and we're gonna pat this down and get a nice look at it. I used epoxy to adhere the glitter to my ombre helper. All right, so this is what we have. I'm just gonna go down, pat her down. So when we go over this with epoxy, we have a nice smooth surface. If you do this step, it's gonna save you a layer or two of epoxy because you're now epoxying over a smooth surface instead of trying to get a smooth coat around all of the ridges of glitter sticking up. I know people like roll it in wrapping paper and do all that. I just use a glove hand. I'm very control freak. So I like to see what I'm doing, tap what I want to tap, not tap what I don't want to tap. And then I go around my edge. And then she's all nice and flat. So this is the Margot Mint XL on the bottom, ombre'd up into blushing bob. Tap that. Isn't she cute? You can definitely see like the blushing bob and then the ombre mint. And I love that you can't tell where one starts and where one stops. That is the goal. All right. I may actually finish this cup. So if I do, I will post the results for you guys. I'm so bad at starting cups and not finishing them. But I do want to finish that one. All right. What do we want to do next? What do you guys want to do next? We have a little bit longer. Just clean this up. Deer antler ornament. I gotta see if I have one in here. Let me just clean this up. I may have one, maybe. I can see. Do you next, Balto? I don't know if I have the equipment that you require, Balto. Do you guys want to do just a snow globe ornament? So I know you guys are asking for all different shapes, but once you do one snow globe shape, use Frenchman's glitter. We don't have a glitter called Frenchman's. I know that you guys are asking about snow globe ornaments. Once you do one shape, you can literally do all of them. It is the same exact steps. So I can do a round snow globe. You guys could watch the steps, see the steps, and then it's literally the same exact steps regardless of your snow globe shape. All right, so we can do a round one, and we can do all of the steps. We can put vinyl. You guys want to do vinyl on the back, glitter in the middle. So we'll do every step that you guys need. So let's do that. Ooh. We can do that on the back with some Grinch glitter. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So you guys ready? Let's go ahead and do the snow globe ornament, and for the back pattern, we'll do this Christmas tree pattern. All right, so if you're using grid sheet helpers with patterns, remember you want to use a lighter colored glitter on the back. If you use a color or a darker color, you're gonna lose the color and the detail in your clear vinyl. So that is why I always use the Pearly Gates white. Oh, or do we want to do the Nutcracker? You guys, do you want to do this, or do we want to, but if we do the Nutcracker, we can't do the Grinchmas. I feel like that wouldn't match. Ignore me. If we do the Nutcracker, I feel like it won't match. Or, oh, I'm so bad. No, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ornament that I am working on. So this is what we're going to call the snow globe back. All right. So this is going to be, when the snow globe is all done and put together, this is going to be the back part of the snow globe. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my protective seal, take my pattern from my grid sheet helper, line it up, and get my air bubbles out, take my X-Acto, cut around my ornament, pick it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my X-Acto and potato peel the edge, baby, potato peel around the edge. All right, look at all of that little vinyl that we cut off that edge that was hanging over that we could barely see. All right. I'm gonna take my cowbell stand, suction cup her down, and do my UV resin with my white glitter to back this ornament. So I'm gonna go in with my CC DIY UV resin. Then my white glitter of choice is Pearly Gates White and Rainbow Platinum. All right, so we have Pearly Gates White, Rainbow Platinum. We're gonna mix those together. I'm gonna have to see if we could offer the grid sheet helpers in white. Typically we only do them in clear because you apply them to the back of your ornament. So if we were to do them in white, you would have to apply it to the front of your ornament versus the back, because the back of the white vinyl is just a gray backing. I'm gonna have to see if we can add that option. I know that any edits on our custom right now, the company that we use, are 6 weeks out. So that's gonna bring us to after Christmas. So that doesn't really help us much. Don't pull a Balto and resin the wrong side. No, did I watch you do that, Balto? How come I don't remember that? All right, now I'm gonna take my UV resin and glitter mixture and put it on the same side that I put my grid sheet helper down on. All right, so then use my spoon as my spatula to spread my UV resin and glitter mixture to the edge without going over. The more you do this, the easier it gets. I know people watch me, they're like, how do you do that so fast? I'm like, I feel like it's just a natural movement for me at this point. I've done so many ornaments. But after you do a couple, you'll be a pro at this step. All right, so we're brought to the edge. Now I kind of like put my extra resin from my spoon up there, and then I guide that with the back of the spoon to go around the top hole. I don't try to do this with the spoon side because it's just so much fatter that it is gonna end up going and making a mess and dripping all over the place. All right, take my torch. Torch any bubbles, and then put that in my UV light. So as that is curing, I am going to prep the core of my ornament. So this core is going to give us the space between the front and the back of the ornament that we need for our solution to move and our glitter to move around and any charms that we add to move around. So when you get the Snow Globe ornament kit, it's going to come with the back, the front, and the core. It also comes with an additional blank that you can turn into a coaster. So that comes with it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my protective paper from the front and the back of my core, and I'm going to sand this to prep my acrylic surface to adhere it to the back ornament once it is done curing. If you guys watch me a lot, I know I like repeat myself 1,000 times, but there's so many new people in here. Like I said, I'm recording on 5 different platforms. I'm on TikTok, I'm on our FB page, our FB group, our IG, and our tube. So I feel like live videos like this are constantly a revolving door. So even though I've done this step 1,000 times for you, somebody may just pop in that has no idea what I'm even doing. So that's just why I literally am like a broken record every time I do one of these. I'm just using my sanding block and prepping my core. You can do this by laying it flat. Just be careful not to snap your acrylic, all right? but we are basically scratching the surface of the acrylic to give the UV resin some teeth to hang on to when we attach the front and back ornament to the core. All right. Well, I'm happy that you guys don't mind the repeating. If you guys don't like it, you can always just watch me on mute. Because it's like the same steps over and over. If you guys watch me every week, you guys are probably a pro at this, and even if you haven't even tried one yet, you know all the steps. All right, I'm cleaning this with 70% to get all of the dust off. So you can see how that crystal clear acrylic now is all foggy with those scratches. That is the prepped acrylic core. You're not gonna see these scratches once I put my UV resin on this, so I don't worry about it. All right, so we are just going to wait for my back to finish curing, which it's done. All right, so we're gonna use our Pokey Pal to detach it. This is what we have so far, but remember it has that protective film. You have to remember that at this step, because now we are gonna work on this front of this ornament to attach the core. So you wanna make sure that you remove that protective film. I love this pattern. So this is what we have so far. And this front part here is gonna be the inside of the snow globe ornament, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down flat, take my sanding sticks, and I love the sanding sticks for this step because it allows you to control of where you wanna scratch. So I basically take a look at my core versus my back ornament, and I am going to go around the perimeter of this ornament of where I am attaching this core to and prep that acrylic surface to have a good seal with my UV resin when I attach it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my sanding stick and go around. And I like the sanding sticks for this step because, like I said, it allows you to control of where you wanna scratch. You don't wanna scratch this whole surface because then it's gonna look foggy and it's gonna look all scratched up and nasty. So you don't wanna do that. So I'm just going around the edge, making sure everywhere that my UV resin is going to be attaching my core to is nice and scuffed up. I'm even going back a second time in the opposite direction to make sure that we are nice and prepped, all right? This stick has seen better days. Then I'm gonna take my 70% and clean that off to get all of that sanding dust off. I think it'll be hard for you to see. I was gonna see if you can see the scratches around the edge, but because of the glitter and the pattern, it's hard to see. All right, so now what we're gonna do, take our cowbell stand, put it down, and take my UV resin that I have placed in this black needle nose bottle. I've seen videos of other creators doing this, and they have their UV resin in a clear, transparent bottle. Please don't do that. We love this UV resin, but it is not cheap. And if you put the UV resin into a clear bottle and any sun rays in your craft room get even close to that clear bottle, that entire bottle of UV resin is going to cure. So please, please, please make sure if you go to the Zon or the A to Z store that you get a black needle nose bottle. There is a reason why UV resin comes in black bottles. It is not meant for clear ones. So please don't waste your money and put it in a clear bottle. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and take our top off, and we wanna put a bead of UV resin everywhere that our core is going to attach. All right, so this is going to give us a complete seal of UV resin between the core and the back ornament. This is super important because if you are putting liquid in your snow globe and it is not completely sealed, you are going to have a leak, all right? So this is the most important step of doing a liquid snow globe ornament. You want to then go around with the needle nose bottle and do a bead of UV resin around that area that we just sanded, which is the entire perimeter of where this snow globe core is going to attach. If you skip or leave an air bubble or don't do a solid bead of UV resin on this step, you could get a leak. Now, leaks aren't the end of the world. You can fix them, but it does take time to find the leak, to get it to fix, to seal it, to cure it all over again. So if you just take your time on this step, this could definitely prevent you to even having to deal with that headache. So I'm just going around with my needle nose bottle and putting a bead of UV resin around the perimeter. Balto learned this the hard way. Balto was trying to stretch his UV resin, and I get it. It's not cheap stuff, right? He was trying to stretch his UV resin, and he was putting a thinner bead here, and it was causing him to have breakage in the bead and a leak. So learn from Balto. Do not be skimpy when you are beading your perimeter for your core, all right? And I kind of use my lights on my desk to look at the glare to make sure that I did not miss anywhere. So I'm just kind of going around, checking my glare, making sure we are good to go. I use 91% alcohol to clean after sanding. Is that okay? Yeah, 91 or 70. It shouldn't make much of a difference. All right, so now we're going to take our core and we are going to place that down on that UV resin that we just applied to the back. You can kind of see through the acrylic at this point to make sure that there's no air holes, there's no air trapped, that there is a solid seal of UV resin between the core and the back of the ornament, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in the UV light to cure. While we do that, I am going to see if we have any charms from Ellie's Arc that would match. So I'm gonna kind of pull the pattern that I have on another sheet over here, and then we can see if we have any charms that will match to go on the inside. All right, so what do we have? Let's see if we have any green bows. What is this one? Oh, look at that little one. So we're gonna do that. What else do we have? Like a corally. Oh, that would be cute. Look at that bow. That would work. Got a couple of those. Ooh, that's orange and pink. That actually goes perfect. That's gonna be cute. Ooh, the green snowflakes. I don't have any in here, Ilka. I wish I did. All right. Let's see, green. I feel like we need more green. We have some of these. I feel like the transparent ones kind of get lost in the solution, but we can throw it in there just to see. What do we feel about like a beige one? Not into that? That may work. That may work. All right. All right, so we got some green, a beige, some orange. Ilka Corinne's with a customer that just walked in, so I don't think she's watching. It's all right. It's all right. We don't, these colors are weird because they're a funky mixture. I found another green bow. I found another one of those. I don't know if I'm loving this beige bow for this. All right. I think that's good. And then we'll add the Grinch Miss Glitter as well. Alrighty, so we'll put those away. You guys, I'm working on something. Well, we're working on something. Thanks, bud. And I'm so excited. I'm not going to show you. This is all you're getting. But we're working on something, a new acrylic piece. That's all I'm showing you. And I'm going to drop it next week. But we're like beyond excited about it. Beyond. A candy cane stripe Alani holder. Why, JT, you don't like my Halloween one? My friend JT made me this. JT, I'm excited. All right, so this is what we have so far. We have our back ornament. We have our core. All right. And it is attached with the UV resin. At this point is where we want to add in. See, now seeing it on here, I don't know, guys. This is the point where we want to add in our charms. So I'm going to put in the green. I don't love those orange ones that we picked. So we're going to have to pull the box out again. Just because I feel like it clashes with what we're trying to do here. You know what I mean? Oh, yay! Yeah, guys, get your ornament holders. It makes life so much easier. So much easier. Okay, we're going to put those back, and we're going to see what we have. We need something pink. See, but those are not going to work. Is that going to... Let me see if that will fit. No, that's going to be too high. I feel like I need a darker pink. Oh, there's these. I have these pink checkered ones. The pink checkered may work. The snowflakes. Let's see. With pink snow. Oh. We have these pink ones. We can throw those in there. All right, we'll throw a couple of these snowflakes in there. We're also gonna add glitter, so we don't have to go crazy. So these are from Ellie's Arc Design. I don't know if anybody wants to tag her, if you guys wanted to find her. I can't say certain words on here because I'm going to get in trouble. But, hold on, I'll hold her card up if you want to screenshot it. Here, if you want to, there's glitter all over it. But if you want to screenshot that. 1, 2, 3. That is where the charms are from. All right, that is where the charms are from. All right, so we're gonna do those charms, and we're gonna add in some of the Grinchmas. I feel like we should do some of the Grinchmas and some of Peach Lux. What do you guys think? All right, some Grinchmas, and then let's do some of Peach Lux. Thank you, Balto. I always forget. All right, so we have our glitter, our charms, all of that in there. Now we are going to prep our front ornament to attach it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my protective seal on the side that I'm working on. And we're gonna go around the same way, and we want to scuff up where we are going to attach our core onto the front ornament. So we're gonna go, thank you, Lori. We're gonna go ahead and take our sanding stick and prep the front ornament to attach it with the UV resin. Is Grinchmas the color that came in Wildcard Wednesday boxes? The color I got is beautiful. No, this is a new color. All right, so we want to scratch up where it is going to be touching UV resin and attaching. So we're just going around the edge. This is gonna give that UV resin some teeth to hang on to. If you try to attach a slick piece of acrylic to a slick piece of acrylic, if it goes under too much pressure, it's just a matter of time until they pop, because there's really no teeth for that UV resin to adhere to attach. So we definitely want to scuff it up and give it like a primed base. Ooh, Ilka's in the shower. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our alcohol, clean up that dust. Clean up that dust, and then we're gonna take our UV resin in our bottle, and now we're literally gonna do the same step again, and we're gonna put a bead of the UV resin on top of the core so we can attach the front ornament, okay? Scrapers up to the camera. There's no tag or anything on it. They're just sanding sticks. If you go to the Zon, and if you go to the search bar and you type in sanding sticks, they'll pop right up. All right, so I'm gonna take my UV resin in my needle nose bottle, and same thing, guys, we do not wanna be stingy. We do not wanna have anywhere for air gaps, air bubbles, anything like that. So we're just going on top of that sanded core and placing the UV resin of where we want to seal the top ornament onto the core. This is gonna make a solid seal for your liquid, your glitter, everything, so it does not have any leakage, all right? So I'm just going on top of the core, a nice bead with no breakage. The sanding sticks are from the Zon. We have to talk in code on here, guys. Starts with an A, and then it's a Zon. It's like a blue with the little smiley face that everybody uses for everything. No breakage, no leakage, happy Balto. Exactly. Alright, so we're just going around and putting a nice solid bead of UV resin on top of this core. And again, use your glare to the advantage of kind of tilting your head seeing the bead of resin in the glare, making sure that you do not have anywhere that it is broken, all right? So here is my prepped front ornament. You can see how I scratched and basically primed that surface all the way around the edge and up on the top. Anywhere that it's gonna attach to my core, I primed the surface, all right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and take it, drop it in place, and you can see how it basically sandwiches that UV resin between the core and the top ornament. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put this into cure. And while that is curing, we're gonna get our solution ready for the inside. Let's see, solution, cup, and my syringe. Sorry guys, I didn't grab this because I didn't know we were gonna do this together live. All right. So for my solution, I do like a faster movement in my ornaments because I feel like when the glitter moves faster and falls faster, it allows you to see the back pattern of the ornament. Did you prime both pieces of acrylic? Yes. So for my cups, for my snow globe cups, this is the one that I shook in the beginning of the live. You can see some of my glitter is still suspended. I use the It's Pretty Personal Adhesive Apothecary Suspended Flow Solution. So for my cups, I'll go ahead and give this a shake. I like a slower fall when it comes to snow globe cups. So I use just straight snow globe solution and I do not dilute it. But when I put the solution in my ornaments, because I like a faster flow, I mix distilled water with my snow globe solution to thin it out a little bit so my glitter will fall faster. So people always ask, what's my mixture? For my snow globe cups, it's strictly just the suspended flow solution. For my ornaments, I do like a mixture so my glitter moves faster. So distilled water, which I'm almost out. Distilled water and the snow globe solution. I know JT loves that flash sale glitter. Today the flash sale, I left it at a Classy Light Show, which is like a really pretty bright glow in the dark, but it's like a silver and white, which is really good for Christmas. All right, so we got that. And then I'm gonna do my small little cup of my 70%. Thanks, guys. I know I gotta seal the bottom, and then I was gonna throw it in an order for a giveaway. That pink snow globe tumbler. Isn't it pretty? I told you guys, pink platinum is like literally the best glitter for any mixture. What's wrong, Mary? What's wrong?
It's gonna sound weird. There was just a wet spot right there. I was wondering if it was raining, but it wasn't raining. But it's only, I think it's the sprinklers broken. So
Oh, the wet spot.
Yeah.
So I added pink platinum in with the pinked glitter snowflakes, which is really pretty. All right, so we can close this up. All right, we have 75 more seconds. That's the perfect amount of time for you to stop and take a tree cake break. So if you've been working hard while watching me, stop and take a tree cake break. You deserve it. You want one?
Yes, please. Everyone wants tree cake.
You're the best.
It's the best dessert for Christmas.
It is the best dessert for Christmas. You are my son. Here you go.
Here.
We are a little Debbie family. You know what Louis did last night? He saw on TikTok. He put them in the freezer. And this morning we had one for breakfast. And it was like little Debbie tree cake ice cream sandwiches. Mm-hmm. Try it. They were good. Put one in the freezer and try it the next day. It's like a little Debbie ice cream sandwich. All right, we're cured, but we have to finish this tree cake first. Okay. Balto's asking if you're... I can't say that out loud. I can't say that, Balto. People are going to think I'm dirty because they're not going to see your comments on these other platforms. You'd be like, what kind of company is this?
I went through the tree cakes in the gingerbread man.
Michael's still on Tree Cake Talk. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So what we have is our ornament with our dry charms and glitter on the inside. Isn't that crazy? It looked like we put so much in, but when we lift it up, look. But it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 70%, I heard I can't say that word, but our 70% alcohol. All right, and we're gonna add that to the shaker because I heard that if you add that to your chunky glitter in the shaker, it stops like the bubbles and the glitter from sticking. I don't know if it's true, but we'll just do it, all right? Word on the street. Then we're gonna take our distilled water and snow globe solution. And fill her up. It works in your snow globe tumblers. Well, then it must work in this, right? Isn't that so satisfying to watch? All right, I'm gonna turn it around to fill it up the rest of the way, just so I don't make a mess. Hold on, let me put my finger on it and shake it. So if we have any bubbles, they'll come up towards the top. Right. All right, so she's nice and full. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and shake it up. We're gonna make sure the top hole that we're about to seal is nice and dry. This is so bad. Make sure the top hole is nice and dry. Then we're gonna take our UV resin, drop it in that hole. Hold on, I'm wondering something. I have a little bit of my fine glitter coming up towards the top, but I think I just fixed it. So I kind of overflowed it a little bit and pushed that fine glitter out. So let's make sure that she's nice and dry. Strip of glitter. All right. So I'm going to take my UV resin, put a drop in that opening and seal and put it in my UV light quick. All right. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a second one. But we're going to do the first one and we're basically going to build up that seal. All right. So I put a drop in and I'm sealing it. I'm gonna come back in with another drop, seal it. If you let it drop too long, guys, it's gonna fall into the solution. So you wanna drop and cure. Oh, I missed the comment. All I see is ask if it worked last night. I missed the first part of it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep building that up until it's completely sealed, all right? There we go. Let that cure, and then we'll make sure that it's nice and sealed up, and then we'll put a bow on her. What color bow do you think we should do? I'm looking. I'm looking at the colors in it and see what. What's the name of that glitter? Pomegranate? Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Can you go ask the girls for the basic pomegranate punch glitter color?
The what?
The pomegranate punch glitter color.
Pomegranate punch glitter color?
Mm-hmm, please.
Okay. Pomegranate punch.
All right, last one, and then we'll be good. The color bottom. I'm lost. You guys, it doesn't help that comments are delayed. Let's see if I can sit her up in here now to cure all the way. Oh yeah. I think that would work. All right. We're gonna let that finish curing.
Shallow or regular?
Regular, please. I mean, I try to get it out. I really don't have much of an air bubble when it comes to the circle snow globes. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I think this color is going to be pretty for the bow for this. It's going to pull from that one pink Christmas tree. So let's do a bow while this is curing. Yes, baby.
Can I put my head under the
Yeah. You're going to take a nap?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm almost done, baby.
Like how much time?
Like 10 minutes, and then I'll be done.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just take a nap in that amount of time.
Okay.
Wake me up when you're done.
Okay. You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to remove the paper from my bow. Prep this acrylic piece. He is good. He's a good kid. He's the good one. My other one's a little rebel. The other one's a little crazy. He's my good one. I mean, they're both good. My other one's just a little crazy. All right. And let's do some UV resin and pomegranate punch for this glitter bow. How pretty this color is going to be. It's going to pull from that pink tree in the... Look at that pomegranate punch. You guys, she's underrated. She's beautiful. It's a little runny though. Let's add just a little bit more glitter. I love this color. This pomegranate punch and a Grinchy green are like chef's kiss for like a non-traditional Christmas drop. You know what I mean? Let's get this ready. Where's my little shelf? You guys, this clear shelf, I can't tell you how much I lose it. The clear shelf, because you don't see it. Hello? Oh, found it. Found it. Look, you couldn't even see it. Oh, nice. Nice and sealed. And we're gonna put pomegranate punch on this bow. I feel like I should put the bow on before I do the full reveal of the snow globe. What do you guys think? Do you want to be surprised or you want to see the step before? I know. I need to put something on it because I lose it all. It was like right in front of me. It was on top of the vinyl, so like it was like camouflage. I'm just bringing it up. Look, even my music is like, are you still there? It's like what Netflix does at night. Makes you feel guilty for watching too many hours of Netflix. Are you still watching? And I feel like saying, is it any of your business? And who is asking, right? Instantly feel judged. Instantly. I love this glitter. It's a good one. She's underrated. I feel like way so many about a lot of ours though. There's so many colors that we literally launched years ago that I feel like they are like forgotten about. Let's go ahead and cure that. It's gone already? The cold is gone already, Ilka? That was fast. Oh, good morning, guys. All right, let's remove this front. So this is what we have, but when that glitter settles, it's gonna reveal the pattern behind it. Oh, fun. I know our son is home today. I'm like, lovely, just in time for the weekend. How pretty. So you see the faster movement when we mix that distilled water with that solution? I like a faster movement in my snow globes. But once we put this bow on here, it's gonna help it come together. Okay. So here is the bow in pomegranate punch. That color's so pretty. We're gonna go ahead and attach it up top. I always feel like my bows come out crooked. And we'll see the final product. What size pictures should we send for the grid sheets? So the grid sheets are 4 inches by 4 inches. Are you talking, if you're talking about like file size, you want to be as close to 300 DPI as you can be for clear printing. A lot of camera phones are not 300 DPI, but we print plenty of photos that are taken with iPhones or whatever that print perfectly fine. So ideally 300 DPI if you can. Let me just clean this up. I know, Pomegranate Punch is a keeper. She was in Midnight Noel. You're welcome. All right, so that goes over there. This goes over here. Sorry guys, if I clean up when I'm live with you, I don't feel so overwhelmed when I'm off. Whitney, so you know what I do when it comes to sizing images with my gang sheets? I literally have a ruler on my desk. And I literally would be like, okay, this is 3 inches wide. I go to up on top on the left, how you can literally make it however wide you want. And then I just make it 3 inches. I know they do look smaller on the gang sheet, but I literally keep this at my desk. And when I'm making a gang sheet, I literally just take my measurements off of here, and that's what I put on for the gang sheet. And like a 3.5 image looks so tiny on a gang sheet, and that's why I feel like naturally we want to make it bigger, but don't, because then your image is going to come bigger. If you make them on your silhouette, you want 300 DPI. Or if you make, like for ornaments, the ornaments are 4 inches big. So you just have to kind of decide what size you want your image to be. All right, are we ready to see how the bow pulls it together? Do you see how the bow just fixes everything? So watch when it settles, and the pink in this bow is literally going to pull from the pink in the Christmas tree pattern. Do you see it starting to come out? So as it settles, you're like slowly revealing what the back grid sheet helper is. Pomegranate Punch, look at it. Look how pretty it is. But do you see how the bow just makes everything better? I love it. So this is the round snow globe ornament that we have on It's Pretty Personal. And the nice part about this is you can literally use our grid sheet helpers for your back images. So if you do the round snow globes, you can use the grid sheet helpers for your background images. But you see how that pomegranate punch pulled from that darker pink tree? Look how pretty that pomegranate punch is. All right, guys. Yeah, the grid sheet helpers are fun. We have so many options on the website because we've been doing them for like 2 or 3 years now. 3 years? Is this our 3rd year? I think this is our 3rd year doing the grid sheet helpers. So we've been doing them for a while. So we still have all of last year's designs plus new ones for this year available. So what we worked on while we were live, we did the Margot Mint XL in a traditional ornament. So Margot Mint XL in a traditional ornament with Duraclear gloss. We did a flat ornament with the grid sheet helper, and we did the bow with the Cherish color Peach Luxe that just dropped today. Then we did the snow globe ornament with the bow in Pomegranate Punch. And we also did a glitter ombre with our ombre sheet helper with Blushing Bob XL and Margot Mint. So we did all of these live today. So I am recording in 5 different places right now. Are you guys ready? Because if I get in trouble, they're going to kick me off, but I'm getting ready to get off anyway. I'm recording on TikTok. I'm recording on our Facebook group, our Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube. Am I going to get in trouble? I'm still here. They didn't find me. So we're recording everywhere. So if you want to watch the replay, you can click on this little icon up here. If you're watching on TikTok, you can follow us on the other platforms. The replay will be on Facebook for 30 days. And once YouTube downloads and uploads the live, which usually takes like 4 or 5 hours because it's very slow. Once that is uploaded on the tube, that will be available forever. So if you want to watch older lives, you can go on over to the tube. You want to watch our lives from the past 30 days, they are posted on Facebook. Lauren, can you do grid sheet helpers that are mermaid and dogs? We have the custom option, Audrey. So if you see something that or if you want something that you don't see, always use the custom option. So for the grid sheet helpers, you can literally find any of your own images, pictures of your own dogs, any patterns that you like, and you can build a custom grid sheet helper with any pattern you desire for us to custom print for you guys. What's the distilled water to the snow globe ratio? It's about half and half. It's about 50-50, maybe a little bit more water, but about 50-50. And that's just because I like my glitter to fall for us to see the background pattern. If you want your glitter to stay suspended, you can just do just the snow globe solution. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off and then I'm gonna post the replays on FB and then I'm gonna start downloading for the tube. So if you have any questions, always feel free to shoot me over an email. Our FB group is amazing. We're up to 37,000 people, but everybody is so helpful. It's also a lot easier to communicate back and forth with posting pictures or questions. It's easier to follow threads than TikTok would be. So feel free to join the group. Everybody is super helpful and super nice. And if you have any questions, have something that's going wrong, you could post a picture, ask for suggestions, anything like that. So go ahead on over and join the group. And I'm going to start getting off so I can post all these. So I love you guys. Bye, guys.